I came across her first 100K on Instagram, and her post said, "Tell me your most unhinged way that you practice microfeminism in your life." I'm not talking about assuming the doctor is a woman. Give me insane one, thanks. So this has been a new trend of people just posting a video of themselves asking for like good drama, good tea. Like they want the unhinged of the internet, right? And I started reading through the comments, and ladies, these are friggin' brilliant.
Really?
Yes. And they're just, they're so good. So again, she's requesting, tell me your most unhinged way that you practice microfeminism in your life. I'm not talking about assuming the doctor is a woman. Give me insane ones. Thanks. So here we go. Your first one. I'm a school nurse. If a kid is sick and needs to be picked up and both parents are listed, I always call the dad first.
Oh, really?
Again, a little bit of microfeminism. When a man asks me if I'm done with something at the gym, I say, sure. Do you want me to lower the weight? Another comment, we play cards with the queen being the highest value.
Oh.
Again, just a little twist. For the last 10 years, I've been taking this one's brilliant. For the last 10 years, I've been taking my kid to exclusively women professionals. He now thinks all doctors, dentists, stylists, etc., are women by fault.
That's kind of amazing.
And that one has almost 160,000 likes.
Just the comment or the video?
The comment.
You're kidding.
That comment alone. All right, so if you have any of these microfeminism takes, 1-855-BERT SHOW, 855-237-8745. All right, scrolling again through the comments.
8746.
Thank you very much. I don't know why I did that. All right, because I was looking at the numbers on the Instagram. That's why. All right, so the next comment. I love calling guys who have businesses male entrepreneurs and boss boys. Literally whenever I can.
Yeah, honestly, when somebody pointed out the fact that girl boss was kind of a problematic saying, it's like, why do you have to say that you're a girl boss? Why can't you just be a boss? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Saying, I know you're very emotional right now, but let's try to focus on the facts. When a business debate gets heated with a male colleague, they love that.
Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. I have definitely whipped out the calm down from time to time before they can, like, calm down. Let's talk about this rationally.
That one has 136,000 likes, by the way. Wow. This one has really struck a chord with people. Elementary school teacher here. When I need something heavy moved, I always say, oh gosh, this is so heavy. Girls, can you help me?
Oh, no, don't put me on down for that. That sounds like a lot of work. Like, you know, when we moved Bert's bike out of here, I was like, surely Mo's got to be around.
All right, next. I don't move to the side. If a man is walking toward me on a sidewalk, he has to move first.
Oh, I do that every single time I go out for a walk. And it's always couples. They never move to the side. I'm like, I'm not getting in the street. I'm not going to be single and getting hit by a car.
All right, again, this is from her first 100K on Instagram. Tell me your most unhinged way that you practice microfeminism in your life. When people notice my husband and I have different last names, I say he kept his name when we got married.
Oh.
I introduce female friends by their accomplishments and men by their hobbies. I'm a commercial airline pilot, and whenever I see young girls on board, I ask if they want to come and see the flight deck and say hi, hoping to inspire more girls to become pilots. Next one. I assume all dogs are girl dogs in public, and when men correct me angrily, I go, I was getting major feminine vibes.
Oh, no. I'm wondering if some of this feels a little belittling to men, though. Like, is that the point, that it's supposed to be a little condescending because women have been condescended to?
But why is it condescending? I see what you're saying, but why is it condescending to say feminine vibes?
Well, I think because you know it's going to bother them.
Right, but it shouldn't. That's the thing. I think that's what it is. It's really to highlight the absurdity of these reactions. And there's a guy on TikTok, I think his name is Kyle Prue, who's written a book of insults to tell men.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not insults. They're just stuff like literally like this. And it's brilliant because it really turns the narrative on its head to showcase how absurd it is. And I remember when I did my wedding invites, if I was friends with the woman, her name went first and not the man's name. And I remember hesitating while doing it because I'm like, this is not appropriate decorum. Then I was like, you know what? I don't care because I'm friends with the woman, and it's ridiculous that it should be like Mr. and Mrs. last name when I've known her for like a decade. And so I think sometimes sometimes some of these are poking the bear on purpose, but sometimes I think it's just flipping the narrative on its head.
And this comment goes along the lines of when you were addressing your wedding invites. In emails to men and women, I always put the woman's name first instead of defaulting to putting the man's name. My daughter met one of my male coworkers when she was little, and she turned to me and said, "Mom, I didn't know boys could be doctors too." I like to ask men after I notice them chatting together, "What's the hot goss?"
Oh, I love doing that. Or I love calling guys diva. I'm like, "Hey, diva."
They discuss people in petty S more than we do. Call it out. It's gossip. I like to say this is woman's name and then her husband when introducing couples rather than introducing the man first. Women subconsciously will move out of the way if a man is walking directly in their path. So I like to assert my dominance by not moving out of the way and maintaining a strong presence, and which is what we just had mentioned before.
As long as I'm on the right side of the road, I am not moving.
All right, so yeah, so we'll share the link, and it just goes on for days. But I understand the debate as far as, are you trying to upset somebody? But some of these, like Cassie said, shouldn't be upsetting.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree. Some of them shouldn't be upsetting, but like, I guess asking a guy if I need to lower the weight for him, I know it feels little bit like a jab. Whereas assuming a doctor is a woman, I'm like, yeah, that is a good piece of microfeminism to assume that somebody in power is a woman.
The Bert Show.